organize your ass astrology for the week of April 5th to April 11th. Please be sure to like this video and to subscribe to my channel. Okay, so on Monday is the moon's day. So it's the most sensitive day of the week. So do whatever you can to really nourish and nurture yourself. You want to feel at home with the self, emotionally secure, and that is going to set you up for success for the entire week. The moon will be in Aquarius on Monday, so you want to take time to not just nurture yourself, but your friends, as well as your hopes, dreams, wishes, and ideals, both of which are ruled by the sign of Aquarius. When the moon is in Aquarius, it's important to break out of ruts and feel free. We had the moon in Capricorn the previous few days, and that's about restriction and duty and responsibility. So if you have taken care of your responsibilities over the past few days, now you can get a sense of freedom, because really freedom is responsibility. When you handle your responsibilities, you can be free. If you don't handle your responsibilities, you're never free. So feel free. Congratulate yourself for whatever you accomplished over the past few days and enjoy yourself. And spend time with your friends and community should you desire to do so. When the moon is in Aquarius, we really get a lot of energy from a collective. So it can be a large group of people. It could be a community of people that you're around. It could be a small group of friends, but you get energy in a detached way from people. So just keep that in mind. Remember, we are under a waning moon cycle for this week. So as I spoke about before, the full moon cycle or waning moon cycle, it's about letting go and releasing things and making space for what you want under the new moon. So we can't have our lives packed like sardines and say, oh, I want this, I want that, I want this. There's no space. So the waning moon cycle, which we have this week, it's all about freeing yourself up. It's all about making space for what you want, because you're going to have a new moon on Sunday, April 11th, which we'll talk about further on in this video. But this week, it's all about releasing. And the Aquarius moon energy gives you that bird's eye perspective that says, okay, well, if I want to do this, I'm not going to be able to do this. I'm not going to be able to do a triathlon if I'm spending most of my nights at a bar and not training for my triathlon. So I have to get rid of my nights at the bar and spend more nights swimming, biking, running, etc. You get the point. So you want to create space in your life this week for what you want. And it's easier to do so under the Aquarius moon, because Aquarius is very logical and detached and can see things in a very, very clear, linear way. In addition to making space and letting go, it doesn't mean that you have to get rid of anything in your life necessarily, but you may have to make adjustments. Going back to our triathlon example, maybe it's a matter of you don't stop going to bars entirely, but you do so only once a week, for example. On Tuesday, April 6th, the moon will continue in high-flying Aquarius. And the moon in Aquarius, it catalyzes detachment from what no longer serves you. Under this waning moon, it's perfect, because you're able to see things really clearly and say, okay, one of these things does not belong here. We are in spring. So you have like this tabula rasa that is starting on the 11th, April 11th. It's like the true beginning of spring will be the new moon in Aries this coming Sunday. So you want to look at your life and really determine what you want your life to look like. And under this Aquarius moon on Tuesday, you're able to say, okay, well, I'm going to have to do more of this. I'm going to have to do less of this. You're able to really look at things clearly. Tuesday is Mars's day. So action is the name of the game. You might want to take action in terms of making space in your life, take action toward those things that really do matter for you. The moon in innovative Aquarius is great for thinking outside of the box. It's very innovative. Aquarius, it's very much about getting these scintillating flashes of insight. Like you can become very, very brilliant and really genius under the Aquarius moon, because you're just hooked up to higher consciousness. So you might get some really cool ideas that are very innovative. So think outside of the box. Also, just like this dude over here, you want to let your freak flag fly. We all can be a little bit crazy, right? So it's important to allow yourself to embrace that, especially under the Capricorn moon that we were in previously, when we're supposed to be so buttoned up and doing the right thing. You know, you're a little weird like everybody is. So allow yourself to embrace that weirdness. Allow yourself to enjoy that. And that's going to make you feel more individually like yourself. So even though we have lots of past lives and future lives, this is the only lifetime that you're in now that you're going to be you. You'll never be you who you are in this lifetime again. So make the most of it. Under the Aquarius moon, remember to write important things down. So Aquarius is brilliant, but that doesn't necessarily mean intelligent. So for instance, they might have, these genius ideas, but they might forget to put gas in the car or pick something up that they were supposed to. They can be like the absent-minded professor. So write things down. Also, expect the unexpected. The Aquarius energy is very unpredictable. So roll with the punches. And also, because the moon will be in Aquarius Tuesday, you might want to do something very, very different. So if you're a very routine person, you might want to go out on a limb and do something different on Tuesday. Maybe have a different lunch or take a different route to work, or just do something that you wouldn't normally do. That's going to free you up. And touching upon a new aspect of yourself is going to make you feel more alive, which will make you more healthy and stronger, and you'll have a brighter spring. Also on Tuesday, we have this really cool aspect. Venus will sextile Mars. So Venus is love and money, and Mars is passion and sex and excitement. And of course, Venus and Mars embody the feminine and masculine principles, respectively. So this transit is great for romance and socializing, as we can easily give and receive love and appreciation. It's a nice balance of sexuality and affection, so it's a great time to go on a date. It's also good for promoting yourself and initiating projects. Creativity and charm are enhanced under this transit, making gaining support and popularity easier than usual. So definitely enjoy your Tuesday. Either go forward with romantic things or social things or creative things. The power thought for Tuesday is, how can I give and receive love and appreciation today? Because the energies, the active and passive energies, Mars and Venus respectively, will be harmonious, in a harmonious alignment. On Wednesday, April 7th, the moon will continue in high-flying Aquarius for most of the day, entering dreamy Pisces at 4:30 p.m. EDT. So the energy will be more cerebral in the beginning of the day, Wednesday, and then it's going to get more watery, more sensitive, more dreamy, less logical, more intuitive. And it's Mercury's day on Wednesday. So Mercury is all about communication. So expect there to be a lot of interactions, a lot of phone calls and texts and emails, and pace yourself. Because again, the moon will be in Aquarius for most of the day. So that's sort of the unexpected. So keep calm and carry on. The moon in Aquarius is great for gaining a big picture view of your life. You're able to really look at your life and say, okay, well, if this is what I want in my life, I got to make space for it. And of course, it's great for enjoying your friends and your community. When the moon enters Pisces later on Wednesday, you want to slow down the pace and the tempo. Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac. So it incorporates all the energies from the previous signs, which means it's a matter of you've reached this culmination in which you're you're at this point of needing to really let go and let God. That's really what Pisces energy is all about. So slow down later on Wednesday, later in the day on Wednesday, catch your breath, let go of things that are no longer working. Pisces is also extremely imaginative. So anything that activates your imagination is favored. Just don't misuse your imagination with worrying. When the moon is in Pisces, it's really great to visualize how you want things to be. So spend some time visualizing the best case scenarios that can occur in your life in the different life areas. Phrase, wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be nice if I got the perfect person to fulfill this job? Wouldn't it be nice if I created a perfect vacation spot for me and my spouse, etc., etc., etc. The more you can flow energy into the wouldn't it be nice category, the more likely it is to materialize. And the more you visualize the way you want things to go, the more you're pre-paving them to go that way. On April 8th, Thursday, the moon will continue in mystical, magical Pisces. And Thursday is Jupiter's day. So you want to think big and expand. How can you expand the joy that you get out of life? How can you expand the love that you express in your life? How can you expand your income? How can you grow your income? How can you expand your reach around the world? It's about going big and really expanding, or even expanding your consciousness. Like, how can you learn more that's going to give you more of a sense of what you're here for, what you can do, what you want to do? The moon in creative Pisces is great for letting go and letting God. Sometimes under the Pisces moon, all you can really do is surrender and say, you know what, this isn't working. It's about taking the law of least resistance, because then you're going to have more energy. I'm not saying you should buckle when anybody's pushing you to do something you don't want to do, but know what battles you want to fight. Know what battles are worth fighting, and allow yourself to go with the flow. Anything that captures your imagination is favored under the Pisces moon. It's a great time to enjoy art or creativity, because otherwise you could experience this nameless apprehension under the Pisces moon. Oftentimes there's like this sense under the Pisces moon, because Pisces rules the subconscious, like, what's wrong? Something's weird, something's off, and everything's fine. But there's this nameless apprehension under the Pisces moon because our subconscious is more activated than usual. So you want to leverage that energy in a productive way, and that's typically by doing something creative. Under the Pisces moon, be sure not to sacrifice too much of yourself for others. Thursday is Jupiter's day, so we can at times overestimate what we can do in a day. And because Pisces is sacrificial, it could be a matter of, sure, I can take on that project, or sure, I can do this. When the moon is in Pisces, we're very empathic, and we're very sensitive to other people, and we're very sacrificial. But let me tell you, you've got to really think twice before agreeing to things, because soon the moon will be in Aries, and you're going to really not like sacrificing as much. Obviously, all relationships require a degree of sacrifice, but don't sacrifice too much of yourself for other people. And also under the Pisces moon, don't indulge too much. Pisces can be very, very indulgent. So just know when to say when. On Friday, April 9th, the moon will be in artistic Pisces all day long. It's Venus's day, and Venus is exalted in Pisces, which means that the energy is extremely loving. It's like that love that is beyond love. It's like agape, God-like love. So be sure to love everyone. The cool thing about Pisces, it's the last sign. So it is essentially the energy of Pisces gets that we really are all one. So the more you can allow yourself to see yourself in others and love others, the more you're going to be loving yourself, and vice versa. The more you love yourself, the better you can love other people. So spread the love. It's spring, and love has more energy, more power behind it than anything. So it's the most practical thing you can do, is to love yourself, love the world, love everyone in the world, because Pisces teaches us that the world is you. You are the universe. You contain it all. You contain that person that you cannot stand. You contain that subject that really grates on your nerves. So the more you can allow yourself to love everything in your world, the easier your world will be. The moon in compassionate Pisces is great for resting, meditating, going inward. Remember, it's the last sign of the zodiac, and we have a new beginning when the moon enters Aries. So this is the time of, like, it's a finale. Like, you wouldn't go right out of high school into college. You would at least have, your commencement and your summer vacation before you jump into college. And that's sort of the energy that we're dealing with here. With the new moon in Aries on Sunday, it is a matter of graduating and really determining, okay, well, this is what I've learned over the past year. And this is how I want this spring to be like compared to last spring. So a little bit of reflection would be very advantageous for you. Again, on Friday with the moon in Pisces, imagine the best case scenarios. A lot of times we're taught to, well, the worst case scenario, this will happen, blah, 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 blah. But that's not really helpful, because in ideating the worst case scenario, it has a better chance of manifesting. So what you put your attention on grows. So say you want to go to this fair, but if it rains, you're not going to be able to go to this fair. So instead of being like, well, worst case scenario, I'm stuck in watching cartoons all day and I won't go to the fair. Well, instead of looking at the worst case scenario, think of an alternative that might be almost as good. Well, if it rains and I can't go to the fair, at least I'll get to go to the movies. Maybe I'll get to go roller skating. So just keep that in mind. Always think of the best case scenarios, and also think of alternatives that are also joyful, that also give you a sense of delight. Under the Pisces moon, be sure not to misuse your imagination by worrying. Again, under the Pisces moon, our subconscious is activated. And our subconscious, we don't always know it's there, right? So be sure to allow yourself to have fun, express yourself creatively, do something that captures your imagination, so you're not misusing it by worrying about all the things that are probably not going to happen anyway. Also, any water you can enjoy, drinking water, taking long showers, hot baths, very, very helpful under the Pisces moon, because it's important to cleanse things. Remember, under the Pisces moon, we're very porous. We take in a lot of energy. We're very, very sensitive, which is good, because Pisces is really great energy for osmotic learning by osmosis. So when two plants, for instance, are together, two plants of different varieties, if they're close in proximity, they start taking on each other's traits, even though they're different varieties of plants. Likewise, Pisces energy is very osmotic. So if you put two people together in close proximity, they will start taking on each other's traits. So that's why it's really advantageous to spend time with those people that you want to be like, those people that you admire, those people that are even doing better than yourself in some capacity. And when you can be happy for other people that have what it is that you want, that is a surefire sign that you are on your way to get it. Because it's only human nature, right? If you see somebody who has something that you want, oh, geez, they're so happily married and they have 2.5 children. If you're jealous, then you're not in vibrational proximity to achieving that. But if you're like, oh my God, they really kicked ass. They manifested what they wanted. Good for them. If you can share your joy for what they have, that means that you're pretty close to getting it yourself, if that's what you want. So again, this Pisces energy is really important to determine what you're letting go of. Not only is it a waning moon cycle, but it's Pisces. So it's all about letting go and making space. What do you want your spring to look like? what needs to go bye-bye in order for that to happen. Also on Friday, we have Mars squaring Neptune. This is a super interesting aspect, especially on Friday, because the moon will be in Pisces as well, which is ruled by the planet Neptune. So squares present challenges and a little bit of conflict. So Mars is about sex and anger and passion, and it's making this difficult square with Neptune, which is about imagination and escapism and spirituality and the subconscious. So it can go either way, but it has a better tendency for most people to go south. So when Mars squares Neptune, your imagination can take off in a direction that is not advantageous to you unless you are careful. So it fires up your imagination, this transit. So I would say it's good for excitement and glamour. Like if you're going to like a really, really cool party and getting really dressed up, or you're trying to like have a lot of fun with your girlfriends, or you're doing something that is just a little glamorous, a little exciting, out there, that can be really good. The problem with Mars square Neptune is can also ignite your imagination in a negative way, making you paranoid, and then with Mars, making you action-oriented based upon that paranoia, making you malicious. So you don't want to act out on Friday. You just want to, really, really think. The best advice, or one of the best pieces of advice, I think, is get happy and then take action. Like you don't want to be miserable or upset or furious and then take action, because 9 times out of 10, you're going to regret it. So don't let your fears get the best of you. Let love prevail on Friday. Yeah, and any requests or invitations you receive on Friday, just be very, very careful about saying yes. The energy is a little bit volatile with this transit, so make sure you're around people that you like. This is not a time to go to a party with people that you do not like, or with people there that you do not like, because you probably will act out, especially if you are drinking. So I'd watch your drinking if you drink, or any other indulgences on Friday if you're around other people, and maybe even if you're not. So it's good to mind your own business under this transit and put energy toward being creative and things that capture your imagination in a good way. A power thought for this transit is, where might my fiery imagination be put to best use? So keep that in mind. If you're a creator, if you're an artist, you'll really, really like this transit. And if you like getting dressed up and painting the town red, you might like it as well. Just be careful. On Saturday, April 10th, it is Saturn's Day. So even though most of us have off on Saturday, Saturday ruled by Saturn is great for creating order and structure in your life. I think it's a very good idea to do this before the Aries moon on Sunday, April 11th. So you want to, have a certain level of structure so you can make the most of your time and energy. The moon on Saturday will be in courageous Aries. So it is a new beginning, and it's a great time to start a challenging project, especially because it's Saturn's day. So if there's a project that you have to work on and you're like, oh geez, this is going to be a monster, Saturday might be a great day to attack it. Also, Saturday is a great day to move forward with a fresh start. The fresh start energy is here. Of course, on the new moon on Sunday, it'll be even stronger, but we're still in a fresh start on Saturday. So you might want to get a head start, a leg up on that. Under the Aries moon, be sure to channel the raw energy productively. Aries energy is really, really strong and really, really fiery. And remember, the brightest fires burn out the quickest. So you want to remember to budget your energy. It's important to just know that you have a whole lot of time to do what you want to do. So don't burn out too quickly. Under the Aries moon, we can be at times irrational and impulsive, especially if we've been cooped up with COVID fever stuck inside, not getting to do the things that we normally do. So be sure to get out, get some fresh air, enjoy your body so you're not ready to combust or explode. Just really think twice before taking action that you think might be negative or action that is based upon you feeling bad or upset. Again, rule of thumb, get happy, then act. Get happy, then write the email. Get happy, then make the phone call. Get happy, then start the project. It's going to make things so much easier for you. Also, on Saturday, another aspect that really makes it a great day to get yourself together for spring. Mercury, the planet of the mind, will make a harmonious sextile to Saturn, the planet of restriction and responsibility. So this transit is going to give us clear thinking, good judgment, organizational skills. You want to use this aspect for catch up on paperwork. Studying is really good for this aspect because you're going to be able to concentrate really, really well, and research. Also, business dealings and long-term investments are also favored under this transit, as we have an extra dose of common sense and practicality. So if you have any mental work to do, Saturday is a great day to do that. The power thought for Saturday is, what can I do mentally today for more success and security? So remember, Mercury, mind, Saturn, structure, order, foundation. So Mercury sextile Saturn on Saturday is a great day to create a foundation for yourself. This could be organizing your house, spring cleaning, getting your taxes taken care of just so you can feel free. Anything that's going to make you more secure that requires your mind is great for Saturday. So also on Saturday, you have Venus making a harmonious sextile to Jupiter. Both Venus and Jupiter are benefics, meaning they bring blessings. The only thing negative about Venus sextiling Jupiter might be a tendency to overindulge. They can be a bit excessive, so you want to curtail anything that you might be doing too much of. Know when to say when. But besides that, this is a very warm and happy transit, really good for socializing, dating if you are single, spending time with your honey, date night if you are committed, and making new friends now will actually be easier. So if you are looking to expand your social life or even find somebody to love for a spring fling or more, Saturday might be a great day to do it. All interactions on Saturday with this transit should be cooperative and satisfying, including business ones. So all in all, a pleasant influence, making Saturday quite a nice day. So the power thought for Saturday would be, how might I grow and love as much as possible? It's spring, so it's all about growth and love with this transit. On Sunday, you got the new moon in the sign of Aries. This is, I think, the real start to spring. So new moons give us tabula rasa, a fresh slate. Write down the things that you want to invite in your life, and hopefully over the past 2 weeks, you have made space for them to come in. You've gotten rid of the stuff that you don't need, or the stuff that is jeopardizing or could jeopardize what you really want. And now with the new moon, it's time to bring that in. It's about attracting things in your life that you want. Sunday is the sun's day, so celebrate being alive. Enjoy the sun. Enjoy the fresh air. Use the new moon in Aries to assert yourself anew. Who do you want to be? Because that is who you really are. We are constantly making the decision about who it is that we are. It might seem as if our personalities are consistent, but it's really because we're consistently making the decision over and over again, the same decision over and over again. So you get to determine all the time who it is that you want to be. I am fill in the blank this. And under this Aries moon, I suggest you really think about who it is that you want to be, because what we get in life is based upon who we are, not so much as what it is that we do. Everything is coming from you. So if you want more love, you need to express that love within yourself and put it out into the universe, because you are the universe, and then you'll experience more love. Additionally, under the Aries moon, it's about attracting new things into your life. So what are you inviting into your life? What are you allowing? That is a key word, allowing. What are you going to allow in your life this spring? Under the Aries new moon, make sure to start any big, bold plans now. Don't wait. Even if you have to start really, really small, and like say you're writing a book, write the first line, fine. Any project that you're starting, just start it. That you need to start that's big, start it soon, like this week, the week from April 11th onward. The closer you can do it to the 11th, the better. It's just going to be more powerful. Engage in physical exercise if you can, because there's a lot of fiery energy, and you want to make sure you're utilizing all of this energy in a very productive way. You don't want to burn out. So physical exercise is really important, especially I would say resistance training or strength training, especially with weights, because Aries is ruled by Mars, and Mars rules iron. So it's not a terrible idea to really work on developing your strength. Thank you for watching Organize Your Ass Astrology. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And if you are looking for a psychic astrology reading with me, check out psychicsun.com, and we will hook you up with a reading to tell you how you can make the most of your spring. Have a very happy new moon, and I will see you soon.